don't I need something called a remote in order to go, or just like Bewitched?
I have to say,
hi everyone, it's Moonlight Mason. How are you? Gosh, I feel like, you know, just a week goes by and I don't record and I miss you guys. But I have been going through the gigs. So that, I mean, I can make another video if anyone is interested. But yeah, here we are at Frenemies number 18. And we are going to go through this with some viewpoints and some of my opinions. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Please do subscribe, leave your comments below, give the video a thumbs up, and if you're a returning subscriber, hey you guys, I love you guys. I think about you all the time, and you know what I mostly think about is how when I come on camera, how much happier I am for the rest of the day after making a film, or a video for you guys. So anyways, that was a little John McClane there after making a film for you guys.
Impressed by how competitive I was.
So here we are with Frenemies number 18, and if you guys want to know what's it, keep watching. Let's get started with this.
I'm feeling much better.
I lost my cash. I don't remember where the cash.
Say what?
But we can still donate or something.
Wait, you brought $3,000 cash. What do you mean you lost it?
Well, we're like in the middle of a move and I don't know where it is. I lost the Birkin out, but it was in, which is more important. But the cash is inside. But it's fine.
It's in a box somewhere, you think?
Yeah, somewhere.
So you think it's still in your possession? It's just you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good.
Okay, so Trisha has misplaced $3,000, and it's the $3,000 that she had. Was it 2 podcasts ago? I think it was two podcasts ago or less. I don't know. Anyways, she had it in her Birkin bag. Everything is packed, and it's interesting, huh? Either someone packed it for her, right? Because she usually has like her sister, or I'm sure she hires like professional movers. You think Trisha's going to pack everything? No. And she's not going to lift a finger to move anything either. But, so my nails are all messed up. But anyways, so yeah, she's misplaced. She didn't lose. She misplaced her $3,000 and her Birkin. She can't find it. And that's just interesting to me, because I don't think that you and I would misplace $3,000. I don't even think you and I would be walking around with $3,000. Why?
I can't bring it. I also love the tags.
Oh yeah. So I wanted to be supportive, and I got my sad boy T-shirt. But I was kind of perplexed because I've never got a shirt where the tag.
What are they do?
It's inside out.
Okay, people have been emailing me. They're like, I need to read. Like, I swear they asked me, and I'm like, that's what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be edgy. You're just supposed to cut the tag.
No, it's not supposed to be on the outside. That obviously is a huge error in manufacturing, and I wouldn't be shipping those T-shirts out to your fans if the tags are on the outside. Sometimes when you cut it, you can't just cut it clean, and so you see something. So if I had one of her Sad Boy 2000 T-shirts and it came like that, I would be a little upset, you guys. Gotta be for real. I would be upset.
I was like, what the fuck?
Thank you for supporting. I was like,
solution.
Oh, easy, yeah. They're easy to rip off.
But I was just like, I thought they made a mistake. I was like, wow.
No, but that's how edgy we are. We're inside out.
No, I like that idea. I mean, it's cool. I just didn't realize.
She just made that up. See, now Trisha's trying to save face by saying, see how edgy we are? That wasn't intentional. She's acting like it was intentional to try to save face. That wasn't intentional, making T-shirts like that. So
many options I could have chosen. I like that we had the same shirt. You can get them at sadboydenified.com.
I'm a Sad Boy fan.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
So am I.
Music video out Mulholland Drive. It's our last one for a couple months, but hey, it's a good push. It's good out there. In December, we were COVID safe.
Yeah, go check out this.
So yeah, I agree. That is one of my favorite albums that she's come out with. And I love all the songs and everything. I also want to mention that in this video, when Trisha has this black like mask across her eyes, I think that this is the most genuine that we've ever seen Trisha. Through the whole podcast, she never gets like uppity. See, Trisha can be very uppity. She can be snotty. She can be entitled. But in this video, the whole thing, I saw very little of that. And I think it's because, you know, she didn't have that mask on of what she feels is beautiful. And I can see her so much more clearly with this black thing, you know, that black paint, whatever she has on her eyes. I can see who she is so much more clearly than ever before with all that other paint. Because she doesn't come across genuine and authentic most of the time. And in this video, I see pure Trisha.
New sad boy song. I'm a sad boy. Is that what you call your fans? Sad men? I'm a sad man.
No.
What's the name of your stands?
Oh, our stands?
Yeah.
We don't really have any.
A sad boy. I'm a sad boy.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I mean, I'm the sad boy, so I think of them as just like...
Sad.
My depressed friends.
Oh.
No?
You gotta think. I know, I like the idea. I'm trying to think of a title for them. Like, pathetic losers. I'm a pathetic loser.
I don't understand. You know, I don't even understand why they're talking about being a pathetic loser, depressed friends, and all this. If you like her music, I don't understand why they would even bring that out. I mean, I really like her music, and I'm not, you know, a sad person or a depressed person. So I don't know why they did this.
I can't go back in history and change history. I don't know what to tell you. I like classic rock.
Like what? What do you...
Oh, you know what I was listening to back then? I was listening to like Motown and oldies.
Motown and oldies.
Really?
That's me. That's
I know
me.
You want to leave me, but I refuse
to let you go.
Woo! If I gotta beg...
Go, Trisha.
For your sympathy.
Woo!
Because you
mean that much to me.
Then have to pray.
Woo!
Sweet darling, we don't come, girl. Then we're going to get claimed for cover by this. I think we should do a cappella group.
Okay. Honestly, I'm really good at it. I have some friends in Pentatonics. Mitch Grossie's a friend of mine.
Oh, well, people will not even remember who they are once we start.
First of all, they're like Grammy Award winners. I dated one of them.
It's interesting.
Avi. I threw... Yeah.
She's mentioning Avi Kaplan. I have a whole video that I did on him, and I can link it at the end. That video is really old, and but yeah, I can link it at the end when she was going through that stuff with Avi. I remember.
I threw stuff out of my house because he was an asshole, but...
And she was on vacation with her mom and her sister. She was on vacation, and she never told us what was going on, but she left the vacation early to go home because he was like, I don't know what happened. He brought some girl to his house, her house, or I'm not sure what happened. He was moving out or something.
He was one of those, don't ever need a singer. He just sang all the time. He'd always have his guitar out, just ready to sing.
Is that annoying?
It's annoying.
It's like, get a life, dude.
I like it for a minute.
Yeah, it's like Aaron Carter. Can you imagine being with Aaron Carter and he's always playing his horrible music? I mean, some of it is good. I didn't mean to say all of his music is horrible. It's just that, you know, how are you going to be with a man when 24/7 they're in front of live streaming their music and smoking cigarettes? It's like, that is your life? I mean, oh, that's another video. That's another video.
And when we dated, we hooked up on Tinder and hung out a lot. So I don't want, just to clarify, we weren't like boyfriend and girlfriend, but we did like hook up. He like lived with me because he was cheap and like all this stuff like that. But
see, so Avi Kaplan and her hooked up on Twitter. It wasn't her boyfriend, she says, which, you know what? When she left that vacation, she was really upset, and she really considered him a boyfriend. She considered him a boyfriend when she moved him into her house. But now she's like saying, you know, we weren't really dating. You know, she's like minimizing it. We were just hooking up.
Variations of tea-style podcasts and shows. The sip, the tea, the...
You know, Ethan is really trying to be supportive of Trisha in this video, talking about Ryan Adams and the sip and all this. And I can understand, you know, being like that, but not to where you actually put the other person down if you really don't have the whole story and you only have half, you know, one-sided story. I'm not saying Trisha is lying. I don't think she is at all. I mean, I believe she has every right to be upset on the situation that's happened, but still, it doesn't make sense for you to get mad at someone that you don't even know. And so he really rides on Ryland quite heavily here, just because of, and he probably didn't even see it. I mean, I think they play it, and he sees Ryland's apology, and he doesn't even listen. So,
the scheme. I've never heard the sip though. Like, sorry, dude, that's just not cutting it. We got it.
See, the sip, we talk about Lizzie and Ryland's podcast called The Sip. Have you ever watched it? Let's not be judgmental unless you actually have seen something. I watched that podcast. It's like one of the only ones that I watch right now, and I really enjoy it. I think it's great. I think it's a great podcast. So, I mean, I really enjoy it.
It's like, I love that The Sip is all about drama, and he's like, I hate drama. And also, this is not fucking drama. This is something I told you guys as a friend that, like, affected me. I didn't do any drama. I don't hate Jeffree. I didn't hate you guys. You guys just started becoming mean. And then all this other shit, by the way, I didn't even tell you this, like, all this other shit, well, probably it doesn't matter. Who cares? But I started getting voice memos from people over the years of Shane shit-talking me, like, his actual audio. I didn't put it out there because I thought it was kind of weird. But I recapped what
you know, these voice memos are probably eventually going to come out about Shane saying things. I don't know who is going to have the courage to actually put them out if they're not out already and I've missed on something, but that really proves who a person is. Like, if you can hear them talking when you're not around and they're talking bad about or when you're around and they're talking bad about other people, or, you know, that's what's going to happen to you. It's just, that's the way it is.
Said, and he basically, like, heard from Shane. This is the first time I heard it because, like, Peter Mon said that he called me a sociopath. Which, what? Like,
you're right. I saw that video.
Not everyone's a sociopath, Shane. Just because you had a fake ass therapist on your series that was whatever. That
sounds like he's a sociopath. If anyone is,
right?
Like, and also, he called me about
you guys. They're all messed up. Okay, it really is difficult to take sides because every single person involved in this is messed up to some extent. That doesn't mean that Trisha deserved any of it. She didn't. No one does, right? But all of these people are just messed up. And we are the lucky ones that hopefully you don't have any friends in your, you know, circle that are like these people. I'm glad that I don't, but I try not to have that many friends. I don't, because you don't know.
I was a liar and a sociopath to Peter Mon because Peter Mon's like, oh yeah, Trisha said she wants to hang out. And he's like, well, she's a pathological liar. I was like, I had nothing to do. It's not like I said, oh, Shane's like this, and he had...
Also, like, nothing prompted him to talk shit behind you. He wasn't like, can I trust her? She was like, oh, I'm hanging out with her. He's like, oh, cool, I love her. She's one of my best friends. You'll have a good time. He's like, no, she's a pathological liar.
That was...
It's like, sorry?
And I hung out with Peter Mon after that, so clearly I wasn't a pathological liar because I did want to hang out with him. It was insane to me. Like, that to me was the scariest thing. Like, you expect it from Jeffree.
You guys, can I tell you something? I want to just interject here on... Okay, so Trisha is sharing. She's about to share a dish with Ethan, one of her dishes. She keeps referring to Elvis. Elvis never had peanut butter with grilled cheese sandwiches, okay? Elvis had grilled cheese sandwiches with bananas, I think it was, or bananas and peanut butter sandwiches, okay? But he never had grilled cheese with peanut butter. And the way Trisha is making this, as you can see, all of the ingredients that she uses, with the amount of money they have, they don't have the intellect to choose better. The worst bread that you can have is the Sarah white bread.
Is going to get off hook with this because he's a mean girl. He's known for that. That's his MO. I think
white bread in general. Okay, so when this comes back, you'll see she's using Sara Lee white bread. They're using Skippy peanut butter. Okay, they go into, it might be like some sliced Velveeta cheese. All I'm saying is that if you want to try this, you can't, and a Coke or something, you can do the same thing with healthier selections instead of this mess. That peanut butter has sugar in it. Why don't you just get, regular peanut butter? I don't know if they make peanut butter without sugar. I don't even eat peanut butter. I eat almond butter because almond butter is a better choice for everyone because there are so many people that have allergies to peanuts and they don't know it, right? So it's the same thing as having a gluten allergy. Once you stop eating gluten, you'll notice how less bloated you are, whether you think you have an allergy or not, right? So I just noticed this and it's just amazing. And it is amazing that Trisha thinks that this combination of cheese, a grilled cheese with peanut butter, you guys, maybe I shouldn't be talking until I try it, but that sounds absolutely like something I would not like. Let me know down below if grilled cheese sandwich and you put the peanut butter inside the grilled cheese. Ooh, girl, But But let me know if you would like that. I want to know if you would like that.
I liked it. Shane, however, is a little two-faced snake. Ryland is also a little two-faced snake. And I don't, honestly would rather be best friends with Jeffree than have to see them ever again.
Well, at least you know what to expect with Jeffree.
Okay, she just said, I'd rather be best friends with Jeffree than ever having to see Shane and Ryland again. Okay. Really, Trisha? I mean, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That doesn't make any sense. Because wouldn't you rather be friends with someone that you've known for years and years and years instead of someone you just met who many people have proven talked bad about you so quickly? That just doesn't make any sense. And I do feel that Trisha and Shane will reconcile and be friends sooner or later. They will.
That's what I'm saying.
Because like you said, he's just a douche. That's just his defining characteristic as a human being.
I get it. Hey, I get that. I respect it more, I should have known because everyone has these issues with him. I should have known.
But Shane, the so-called, what is it?
Empath.
Yeah, the empath. This fucking cracks me up.
You can't call yourself an empath. That's like saying I'm a good person. Like, you can't just say that. You're obviously not if you have to say that you are. It's like people call
Trisha, you always say you're a good person. Trisha always says, I'm a good person. She says, I have a good heart. And now she's contradicting herself. But she always says that about herself. Now, the thing about Shane Dawson being an empath, I think that word is easily just thrown out. Maybe that the counselor or therapist, Katie, was her name Katie? Yeah, Katie something, that was on, told him he was an empath and he ran with that. He's not an empath. I don't even think these people know what an empath is. Okay, the way they throw that word, and a lot of words that are thrown around, they're just thrown around. It doesn't mean that they're really an empath. No.
Rich, like if you have to call yourself rich, you're not rich.
You're clearly not an empath by saying that. No. So anyway.
Honestly, don't care. Honestly, I'm so over it. Like, don't disable your comments. You're a fucking coward. Like.
Okay, so wait, let me give a timeline.
Would you imagine if we disabled comments on Frenemies?
Oh, no.
So first she's putting butter. Okay. I make the best grilled cheese sandwiches, you guys, and they're vegan. But do you know that when you butter your bread to make a grilled cheese sandwich, you butter both sides of the bread? Okay, a lot of people don't know that, but it's good to butter both sides of the bread, not just the one side that's going to hit the pan. Also, a lot of people don't know about making grilled cheese because they don't put weight on top of the sandwich. Thus, that's why they have a panini maker, which I can't wait. I want a panini maker because I love paninis, but I'm sure Trisha doesn't.
I've been shit on. I've been through drama. I've been through the ringer. Disabling comments and likes is like the one thing you don't do because it's like...
Yeah, it so is.
It's like, dude, you are such a fuck. It's like, holy shit. You gotta just own it, bruh.
No, you can disable comments if you want. It's your channel. Karina Kaboom has her comments disabled, but last time I checked, which was quite a while ago, she had enabled comments, but she had her comments disabled for a very long time. If you have a job, see, what's happening here is Ethan is really just trying to be defensive of Trisha and support her. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But at the same time, some of the stuff is just being thrown out there with no justification for the words that Ethan is saying.
Oh, God. Because the whole thing on his thing, too, like, addressing it was that, like, I'm sorry, Trish can't express herself to us. Bitch, when have I ever had a problem expressing myself to anyone? I'm expressing myself right now, like I did to you. You're a little weasel.
If anything, she overexpressed it.
That's what I'm saying.
She's the world's fastest stalker.
Yeah, and I agree. I think Trisha did express herself to them. I think she did. Yeah.
You know what I mean? She got words per minute. Jill Sprex her ass into a coma.
I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm in shock.
What the fuck happened here? What? What happened? I didn't do nothing. What is happening? Today I want to get this filmed, edited, and I want it out. So I don't want it that long because it takes me a long time to edit sometimes, and I want to get this out before Tuesday, and today is Sunday. And I've just had so many personal... you know what? I can talk to you now while this is doing that. Maybe some of you will hang around more.
I'm just in shock by it. Honestly, like,
so So let's show the people what you're doing. Show me the butter. So
well,
is
it's a process. This is hard to spread. I usually
so is that going down on the grill or is that on the inside? Okay.
You gotta grease it up.
Yeah. I'm just making sure. I just want to know what's going on
This
here.
is kind of hard to spread because usually I can't believe it's not butter. I once had Fabio in a music video.
Can somebody plug in our George Foreman?
I once had Fabio in a music video and he said every time someone says I can't believe it's not butter, he tells me he gets like $30,000. I don't think that's butter.
That's Fabio's line?
You remember he did all those commercials, I can't believe it's not butter?
Oh.
Because it's like, well, we can make trash jokes about the bread and stuff.
I mean, you're making all the jokes. And I'm not sure they even make sense, but I don't take offense.
Oh, is it offensive?
No, I don't take offense.
But would people take offense to that if it wasn't you? I don't think so.
Some may.
I think it's cute. I think it's a cute thing. When I watched her H3 Live, I was like, oh, I know what this is. It's Tourette's.
Right.
I like being able to identify things. Like this non-binary thing that I am now. You know, when I thought I was like transgender, like I'm like full, like, what is the word they say? No cap. No cap. I love that there's non-binary out there. I thought that was a thing. Non-binary means you can like switch genders. You can be two genders. Oh, let's put this in. Anyways, I love this new woke world where we have labels on things. I need to know what I am, and I like it.
We need to identify them so that we can...
You know, if you, I think it's a blessing to obviously, be born into a body that you identify with and know who you're sexually attracted to, like from the beginning, and that's never changed in your life. I think that's a blessing because obviously when you have binary or all the stuff that Trisha talks about, it's very confusing and it can be very hurtful to be understood. And that's what's going on here with her. So she's just clinging to whatever word she feels best describes what's going on with her. But she really still doesn't know. And she's still trying to find out who she is sexually and who she feels, what gender she feels. Male, female.
Joke on it. Yeah, it's just hitting up. Okay, let's watch Ryland the Weasel. He looks like a weasel a little bit. Sorry. Whatever. You look like a weasel and nobody likes you.
See, Ethan, come on. He looks like a human being and there are a lot of people that like him.
Nobody likes you.
See, Ethan, come on. He looks like a human being and there are a lot of people that like, a lot of people watch his show. So that's what I'm saying, like you have to be careful because this really makes Ethan look less than instead of making him look more, more mature, more enlightened, more loving towards human beings and all that. He's just making himself look bad, and it kind of just shows who he is at a certain level when he has a friend. You know what I mean? So Trisha's his friend now, so he's just going to agree with everything that she says about someone else.
Okay, well,
Trisha's friendship means more to me than...
Can you pause that? TTT. He canceled he erased the first episode of The Sip because the first episode is all about how he wasn't friends with Lizzie, his co-host, because she was friends with someone that was mean, that he didn't like, that he thought was toxic. Oh, and she stayed friends with
irony alert.
Yeah, and he's like, I didn't want to stay friends with you, so for 4 years we didn't talk.
That's true. I don't know if he erased it because I saw it, unless he... I'm not sure, like, once a video is up, I can go in and edit it, and then it'll still be where it's at, unless you have to re-upload it with all over again. So I'm not quite sure what she's talking about, but I did see that. I did see when he was talking to Lizzie, and they were talking about how, that situation, kind of the same thing happened. And I just thought it was interesting that it seemed like Ryland didn't actually make the connection. Peanut butter. When you get a jar of peanut butter or almond butter or whatever, there's that layer of oil on the inside. And if you read the directions, it says mix it in. Don't mix it in. You don't need that oil. All you got to do is get a spoon, scoop that oil out, throw it out. You don't want to consume all of that oil into your system. It doesn't make any sense.
But peanut butter or right though.
See, she's...
So anyway, let's watch. So
she's opening it. It's sealed.
A headlining story on this podcast. I hate that we're a podcast that does hot topics, and I've somehow.
I was saying, live by the sword, die by the sword, motherfucker. That's how the game works. Trust me. You can't just sit there on the sideline and just laugh at everybody. I mean, bitch, now you're in it, and now that you're in it, you disable the comments and likes. I mean, dude. Own your shit. That's when the tea gets too hot, and he's like that girl at McDonald's who spilled all over himself and got 3rd-degree burns. Remember that?
No,
Yeah, the coffee.
Also put the peanut butter on the other side of the butter bread. So when people who didn't know about peanut butter grilled cheese,
It's a
when
lot of
Elvis
peanut
used
butter.
to do this, he would put it on the other side of the bread.
Yeah, you see how he died?
What does that mean? What does this mean that you put it on the other side of the bread? What is she talking about? You put it on the inside where the cheese goes? Now I gotta watch this, or she fries the peanut butter.
I'll definitely have a heart attack. That's how I'm gonna die. Screenshot this when I'm like dead. You can be like, see, she predicted her own death. It'll definitely be a heart attack. I can feel it.
Well, heart attacks is kind of easy to like prophesize because you're like, I'm just gonna eat you. You're like, okay, my heart attack. So you could definitely try to make that happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna start owning a Korean fried cheese place.
Yeah.
Story.
So far, you're.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. God bless. I mean, hey, we all gotta die, right?
Okay.
Can you believe that Trisha said, it's going to happen, I'm going to have a heart attack? I already feel it. And she is being going to the doctor right now because she can't catch her breath. And she has this neck issue going on, and who knows what other issues that she has. And so it's so sad, right? She's so young, and look what's happening to her health. And look what she's eating.
Do we have a flipper actually? We have to flip it, right? Or you just pick it up with your hands?
We need a
little.
We need a spatula.
Yeah.
Can you grab one?
A flipper, a spatula, and you can't pick it up with your hands.
The guy has the balls to complain. He's doing a tea channel, and when he spills the tea on himself, it gets burned.
Yeah, she puts it on top.
I mean, with peace and love, Ryland, we want to know what the fuck Shane thinks.
Like, right?
True. Very true. With peace and love, absolutely. Because it's almost like Ryland is talking for Shane. And it's interesting how the two main players here that are being talked about, right? Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, they haven't said anything. I mean, you know how Jeffree does passive aggressive. You know, his tweets are passive aggressive, and he really does mean something, but he doesn't come out and say it. But in another way, you guys, if you think about it, right? With Ryland, I'm not talking about Shane, okay? I'm talking about Ryland and Jeffree, okay? They have work. They have businesses to run. So the fact that they're not making a video to, you know, counter Trisha's videos, it's a good thing. This isn't a circus. Trisha's the one that brought this and has made many TikToks about this subject. And when you keep bringing it up and talking about it, it's kept alive. And that is why everyone thinks that Trisha still, you know, digs on Jason, because she just keeps bringing him up, you know, and just keeps talking about him. It's just interesting when that man is living his own life. I don't even know if he, you know, keeps track